Hello everybody and welcome to Planetbase. And we're doing the Dark Moon. As typical. Whoops. Now see that like 3 or 4 seconds I messed around there. Believe it or not, it makes a difference in this particular playthrough. There's one more coming. There it is. That last one was kind of slow to get there. Now I keep hitting the wrong keys, and that's what's going on there. Oh, good. Now he's going to build that, so that's just perfect. Yep, he got the connection. All right, we're in good shape. Other than we're about a few seconds behind. You're like, what? Yeah, I know. It's all about them getting inside for their air. They run out of air really quick. Gonna wait for him to take that up. And there he's dropped it. And the bot will be down here immediately. The others are soon to follow. Now, if you do this quickly enough, you can get this built and them inside before the ship comes. But it's really rare, so I don't even bother. See, there's a ship, and I never would have made it in time. Okay. Oops, I gotta do it this way. All right. Now, if he stays on this side, he'll come over here first to build, and he did. Sometimes he'll swing around to this side, and if he does, he'll build this first. It's really strange how they do things. But it is what it is, as they say in the old country. I think I'm going to put it over here. I had to make an executive decision. And now I gotta wait for them to eat. Yeah, the water and the air in the beginning are something you just got to get done really quick. After that, you're okay. Yep, that's the one. I can tell I'm a little bit behind on time. Oh, what the heck? You know what that was? My mistake. I didn't change this. I did not change it. So I get what I get. Yes, indeedy. That to be my fault. I want to try something. I'm going to go to 3 beds. No, that's not going to work. Nope, it's not going to work. I was thinking about putting extra food in, but I'm putting in as much as I can support on the water. I need a second water to be able to do more. Okay. See, normally I should have my second engineer. And they're being awfully slow putting in the beds. But they're all rested, and now when the next one comes in, I'll be ready. Let's try it this way this time. Now that ship should come in right now. And that's what I should have got last time. Okie now I don't need to forget again. Yep, we'll do it like that. Now, let's hope that they're not going to eat again. He looks like he's going to eat again. Are these guys really that hungry? No. Yeah, none of them are that hungry. Why is he hungry? Did he not eat last time? That's weird. Okay, just 3 more, huh? You gonna eat? No, he's getting the plastic. Just need 1. No, that is it. That to be it. Now, if I can pull this off quickly enough. And I need to remember, I just need to take a little bit here. You take too much, you're too far away. Oops, come on, get the right keys. Okay, that's all I'm going to take. Yeah, this is kind of a crazy thing I got to do here. Come on, right there. Walkie-talkie. This should be, oh yeah, that'll do for now. Let's get that changed. It's a little low, but we're going to make it work. And as you may well be aware, when you go 90-10, 90 on the worker and 10 on the medic, almost always you're going to get 1 worker and 1 medic. It just kind of seems to be a given. It's not every time, but it is a lot of the time. We're going to have them working in there. And that's going to be turned off. Kind of anticipating the next few steps. I don't have materials for that yet. Now what I'm hoping is to get 3 of these before the end of the day. 3 ore. That to be the goal. We're going to leave this on 2 more times. This one and 1 more. And as you can see, I'm only at 11. And if I'm doing really well with the numbers, I should be at 20 by the time this next 2 come in. The max I can get is 17 if I get 3. And I got tired people and people wanting water. So he gave me 1. See, it just happened to be where those 2 people, and it lowered my score here. See, I'm excellent now. So if the ship was to come in now, I'd probably get 3. But because I had that tired and the person needing water, it probably dropped me down into here someplace, and that's a 1. Now, all of that I'm saying to you is probabilities. Probabilities. The odds say that I should have a better chance than not of getting more or less people. But I've seen ones come in, I get 1 person on a full excellent. I have never seen a 3 on a good. On a low good. A high good, I think I have. So then we gotta turn that off. What you gonna give me? And we got 2 and 1. Well, it took mercy on me because normally it's only a 1 for 1. 1 here and 1 here. But it gave me 2. So that's very well and good. I'm gonna go 80-20. And I'm gonna keep raising this biologist after every little bit. See, we got it 15. So I'm 5 short of where I wanted to be. Now we're going to turn this guy off and turn him on. I just don't have the power to run them. And I get yakking away and sometimes forget what I'm doing. I might have to go on power reserve here in a minute. Every few seconds really count in this first 15 minutes. Which reminds me, okay, this is the best I can do for a game pause. I am going to go ahead and actually pause the game, pause the recording, until I get, well, we'll let it run for a second. I'll show you. I'm going to get 2 plastic processors and 2 metal processors installed. I'm going to get my sick bay and the second water. And I got a broken bone already, and that's at day 2. That's almost as early as you can possibly get it. I've got a broken bone already. It's not a good sign, but it does happen. Anyway, I'll bring you back in just a second. Okay, we're going to do a quick check-in. Show you that got my sick bay in. I just got the water in, just barely. I just placed these down because this is my next goal, is to get that power in. And that's going to be another waiting game. So, put the plant TV in. I'm expanding a little bit on the food. And as soon as day gets here, I'm going to turn this on. And what else? Oh yeah, these So that one's going up. They're not very far. They're only about 2.5 points apart. And you would want this one to be like 4 points different. Then you can stuff this full. Now see how that's just not doing very well? That's because I need more biologists. Anyway, you see what I need to do, so I'll bring you back once the power's up. See you in a second. Alrighty, we're back and got this extra power in, working on getting the lab in, and this is just collecting extra plastic. And as soon as that's done, yeah, we're only at 20. I think we've got time to build this first. After that, it'll be an error. I really struggled trying to get people to come in. I'm getting lots of ones. I just have not been very lucky. We should be at... I'm way behind in time. I'm day 10. And this should be about day 8. Doesn't matter, really. It's not that big of a deal. Just, well, it can be or may not be. It just depends what the game decides to give me. Yeah, 9 will do me for now. I need to get more workers. Just really struggling to get people in. And see, a lot of this first 30 minutes is just waiting. Just waiting. Once we get through this initial phase here, it's not quite as bad. There's still a lot of waiting because it takes quite a while on it. It just doesn't seem like you ever really get your production to the point to where you can just build. But it does get better than this. So, okay, well, again, we're waiting. So once I get this built, and when I'm doing my air, I'll bring you back. See you in a sec. All right, we just got our air in. I got this built, the lab. I got a few more pieces to put in, but I've got so little power. This is how much power I got left right there. That little teeny bit. So I'm going to build these, but I'll turn this one off because I got to get this in. I just have to have the more power. Let's do this one. Oh, you're not. You're going to ignore me, huh? Well, I guess I'll have to tear it down. So that one's closest, so he'll take priority. So I can put these on priority. And I just like to do this while I'm here. The trick with taking out a lot of material quickly is to try to split it like this or take out chunks, and then this guy will fit right in. So what I'm going to do is I'll take all this out. I'll take all this out. All this in here. It's all going to be moved, and they can build. This is buildable area. And believe it or not, this right here, if I take this right off, this whole piece, this is buildable area. I can take this off. This is buildable area. But this is not. This is not buildable area. It is out of bounds. You can only take just a little teeny bit off the edges. All right, one of each, that's okay. So what I mean is, like this, you can take like that, just that little edge like that. That's about it. That's about it. And over here, it doesn't want to go over any further. Let's take that little piece and then go over further now. There we go. Now that little edge right there, that's about as much as you're going to want to take off of that. Over here we can take a little more. Sometimes we can get through here. Let's see if it'll let us. Yep, right there. And again, we're going to try to split this the best we can. And this should slide right under. Right there. Isn't that crazy how that works? Doesn't always work. If you get it just so, pretty much you can do it, but and I'm going to take just a bit more off of here. Whoops, seen ya. There, right there. A little bit more right there. Okay. That to be pretty good. Now, what I do a lot of is clearing. And it's because when I put this in, I want room for an airlock. I might not put an airlock there. I might do it over here. I've been experimenting with some little bit different layouts. Now this over here, and let's play with it for a while. First of all, let's just see how we're doing. And we got a long ways to go. The plastic is still there, and he's got lots of it sitting up there. So, we'll go ahead and let him bring it over here. Oh, no, I want to build this first. I want all this food in. Okay, do that first. I'll get back to that in just a second here. Let's do it this way. Probably about right there. Now we're just going to demolish this whole thing. Uh-oh, what happened? Really? Well, that's what happens. Just can't predict those dang meteors. Well, let's do it this way first. See if I can't get some of this edge. There's little pieces like that that can cause problems, so I like to try to get those out of the way. Whoops, this one. I don't know if it's going to give me enough room anymore. And we're going to have to move that. Okay, now we'll put the farm in. That extra plastic. I can tear it down if I need to. Look at that, I got 2 broken bones. These got all their plastic. They do. Okay, well. And I got some sitting out here. Alright, I think we'll be okay. Let's finish demolishing this. No. I want this guy. And look, he's bringing that plastic over to there. That's good. All right. I didn't have to mess with it. And that little sprig right there is what it was locking in on. Allow me to come over here, aren't you? No? Little teeny bit. Alright, we're gonna have to move it. Yeah, it's still taking it over there. Alright, let's move this a little bit. Get it over there closer. Whoops. And we're going to take this little more corner here. A little bit more of a corner. Look at that. Big chunk. And now we're going to come right down this side and get all this cleared. Let's see if I can stretch it over to here. Look at that. I can. And believe it or not, all that's buildable too. And let's take that right there. Still got a little piece there. Okay, now we cleared that, pretty much that whole corner. This is all buildable area. I leave this because I build mines here. But all this in here, this is going to go. All that's going to go. And this corner right here is going to come off. This is going to be buildable area. And then I'll take this much off. And then I'll come around here and remove all this. So I do a lot of excavation. There's no doubt about it. I'm up to 31. We need this. Where are we at? Yeah, I'll let him do that one. And then I'm going to have this one put in. And I'm going to turn him on priority. I want my ore to be producing heavily. And you can see we are at the power. That's okay. As long as it's around hour 5 or 6, it doesn't really matter. You're okay. And I'm not going to turn this guy on until they start squawking. And I've had it go to 40 before they start squawking. And I've had it squawk at about 33 or 34. You just never know. When this gets built, it's definitely going to have to be turned on. Look at that. It's just been broken bone after broken bone after broken bone. Okay, here we're getting pretty good on the ore now. What do I have? Unbelievable. Still not that many. Let's see, we're just getting lots of ones. We're just having a really hard time keeping our morale up here, or welfare here. But this welfare is based upon the morale of all of this right here. I think it's an average of all these for everybody here. If you go to this guy, so he's down a little bit, and this, when they're down in their sleep and their O2 and their water and their food, I think this, all these here, I think affects this a lot. And then I think that is this. So I'm not doing very good. And the lower that is, the worse things get. Now, I'm going to turn that off. Try to save some power. My numbers are low anyway, so it doesn't really matter. See, we're getting more broken bones. This game will do that. It'll go through a spat where it'll just slam you really hard. The worst I ever seen was about 50. I had so many people with broken bones, I had to build a second sick bay and bring in a bunch more medics and build another lab with a lot more workbenches in it to try to keep up. And then I put a bunch of medicinal plants in the farm. It was just a nightmare. Thank goodness that only happened one time. More typical is you'll get drips, a few here, a few there. But then every once in a while it's like this now. You'll get 2, 3, 2, 3. So you get like 2 or 3 at once. And you'll get those healed up. And then you get 2 or 3 at once. And you'll get those healed up. And they just keep coming and coming and coming. And they usually last for about, I don't know, several game days. I don't know exactly how long that would be. And then it'll lighten up for a while. And they'll keep coming, but it seems like they kind of taper off after a bit. After maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say several days. That's all I can say. Okay. Looks like these guys need plastic. These two. This guy's so tired that he went to sleep on the floor. And see, this is going down fast. slow that flow. Okay, we got our extra power in, so now let's get... How is my water? Not very good. Yeah, we're gonna have to go there. I'm just gonna have to wait. And I'm gonna wait to use any plastic because I want to use the... Ooh, there we go. Finally got a decent number. Okay, that 6 is not... I want 10, but I need more workers. So I'm gonna go with workers like that. See, I like to keep this number up because I want these guys to stay fairly full. Okay, good. Now let's finish this one off, and then we're going to build this bed. Don't tell me you're not going to fit now. It'll do... Oh, it'll do it sometimes where you just... I got lucky. Sometimes it won't let you put it back in like that. Just the one again. Yeah, we're not having much luck there. But now that we got extra power in, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. And we just need one more. And we're going to run out of power. Oh, well, that's right. We got the extra power. So I seen that one run out and I went like, oh no, why didn't it go bong, 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 bong? But I got the extra power. So we are good. We are good. Yes, but I wanted this one in first. Okay. So that'll go in pretty soon. The next metal will go there. Two mints in one. And look at all this room I have to build. Like I say, this corner right here, you just don't mess with it too much. You can take just a little bit of the edges right here. But this, if you go back too far like I did over here, if I was to cut this, that's a dead zone. The game has mapped that as a dead zone. And they will not build and they will not go in there. So you got to be careful. Over here, they actually... Okay, I don't know if you've done this, but sometimes like right in here, if I was to put an airlock right here, which I probably will, because I took this piece off here, a lot of times they'll go up in the air and over like there's something still here. They'll act like there's something still here. Over here, And what may be different this playthrough, but when I tried it before, they just walk through here like it's normal. You're like, what? That's weird. So this is an open area. It's buildable. Buildable area. And we'll see. Maybe it was a fluke. And it won't let me do it, but we're going to try. There's another broken bone. This is why I put 3 of these in. So that I get plenty of meds stacked up. It's going to be a while before I get my storage in. And I have no plastic to build over here, huh? Okay. I'll get it ready, but I'll leave it turned off until I get some more plastic. Don't know what's going on. What you doing, boys? Is that just one? It is. Yeah, this playthrough is being very stingy. So, come on, I don't want you that way. Doesn't look like it's going to let me do anything but that. So let's try something here. You going to let me through there at all? No, it's not. All right, let's do this then. Come on. Sometimes you can force it. Let's see if I can. All right, let's see what it does now. There we go. Now the entrance is right here. Silly. I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Okay, we're getting some plastic over here now, so that's good. All right, well, I'm going to call this an episode here. When we come back, I'll get this going, get this finished up, and then we're going to start building a bunch of power. And in between then and now, I'll clear all this out. I'll get all this. This will be a little later. And this down here, when I clear this out, this will be a little later too. You think, oh, you really? Yeah, it's all buildable. This is all buildable area. You can clean it all out. It doesn't take that much time, really. If you use the right pieces and the right places, it comes right out. Look at that. Another broken bone. I will expand my medicinal too. Anyway, that is going to do it for this one. Pretty much covers everything. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you in the next one. Till then, take care.